up, everybody? What's up, friends? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let me share this real quick on the platforms, and we're going to get cooking. I was just talking to C. Rich, my boy, and we're going to get cooking on a few things. We got something to bring up. Week 3, got a lot going on. Hold on, I got to share this. Twitter. What's up, everybody? I'm going to be silent for the first 60 seconds, but I'm like 10 times faster than normal humans. So where they give you the 5-minute clock, I'll be done in 60. Hold on one second. I heard the TV echo. We don't need any echoes around here. You hear that? That's my other voice. That's my alternate personality. I'm sharing this on the platforms, and then me and T-Rich got a good point right off the bat. We started a little early. I want to give a shout out to Carmelo, North Fort Myers High School basketball. I made an oath to Carmelo today that I wouldn't say certain curse words, and I'm not offensive anyway, so I totally agree with that. So we're gonna roll like that today, and you'll see the talent in the kid. I don't need to say that stuff anyway. Hold on, I'm sharing this. All right, NFL, fantasy. Then we're going to throw this over on the other platform, and then we get rocking. I can't wait till everybody gets in. We got a good day today. My computer's down. I got to call the nerd organization tomorrow, get the truck out here. What's it called? The Geek Squad. The Geek Squad. What did I call it? The nerd organization. You know what I mean. I got to call the nerds. They got to get the truck out here. I was so flustered. That's why I came on early, because I have all my stuff, but I don't have it laid out where I need it. Like, I have all the stuff that I read and write, and that I think is like cool stats. Like, I got trivia for us this morning, boys. I got trivia. Yeah. Like, okay, I read a cool stat before, and then I looked up more, and that's how I find these things. I love the stuff I find. That's why I made the channel. This is not a look at me show. I actually enjoy the stuff that I find. So I want to, talking to my friends anyway. So let's go. Watch this stat. As soon as I find it, you're gonna be like, "Really, Nooch? I'm gonna mess up your heads right now." Ready? It's a touchdown. It's a 300-yard streak where a quarterback went the longest without throwing for 300 yards. Where's the Cleveland game? Hold on. Okay, here. Watch this. Deshaun Watson has gone 14 games straight with under 300 yards, right? So I'm like, oh man, he's not playing good. Like, watch how analytics you could if you have an agenda or a little bit of a bias, even if it's subconscious, whatever you want that stat to say, I can make stats dance anyway. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Deshaun Watson, he's struggling. He's gone 14 straight games under 300 yards passing. That's what I read in the article that they gave to me. This is why you come here. I want to say that F word so bad. Oh, Mel. You know what, Mel? If you're not in here with like 100 guys, I'm F-bombing. Okay, I read this. This is what I read. I'm going to take you down the road with me. I'm looking at the Giants game, Cleveland. I'm looking at all stats. Deshaun Watson, 14 straight games since he's joined Cleveland under 300 yards. So I'm like, oh man, he stinks. Terrible things ever in my mind. So then I look up on my own longest active streak under 300 yards. Can anybody guess? What the record is? This is why stats are misleading. The guy that's got the longest active streak for games in a row, 24 games in a row, under 300 yards, I'll take him right now. Top 3, top 5. I'll take him right now. Guess. Hey, good morning, Mom. Love you. Good morning. No, Ma, don't guess. I think I told you. Don't you dare guess. So anyway, long story short, in case somebody's watching this on repeat, we're going to keep it both ways to make everybody happy. The longest streak of games under 300 yards, 24 games in a row, is Aaron Rodgers. So that just goes to show you right there. The NOOCH did a little Detective Columbo investigating. Like, okay, what does this stat mean? They were like, oh, he's got the second longest streak for active players. Second. That's what I read. Deshaun Watson, 14 games under 300 yards. He's struggling. He's got the second longest streak in the league. So I didn't pay attention to Deshaun Watson. I heard second. So I'm like, oh, let's see who's first, because 14 games, whoever's first starts a lot. Like, he's got the reins to his team. So I'm like, oh, it's got to be more than 14 straight games. So it's somebody who's playing. Let's see. And when I saw Aaron Rodgers, I was like, oh my God. Like, that guy should get fired for writing that article bashing Deshaun Watson with the 14 game thing when the number one guy is Aaron Rodgers. So it doesn't mean much. Doesn't mean much. That's the moral of this story, boys and girls. I can't wait till T. Rich calls me. I'm throwing him on speaker. And I can't say the F word today. Remind me, guys. So you like that stat, huh? I saw another number pop in, so I'm going to give you that nugget I just dropped because we're starting early today. Deshaun Watson, 14 straight games under 300 yards. I looked it up. What does it mean? Second longest active. Aaron Rodgers is number one. So the stat means nothing. You know what game? You know what I'm looking at all the lines. I have every game pegged with the sports book lines. I got every game pegged. I got things that we should look at for every game before we bet it. And then I got my three. I got 3 fantasy leagues that we got to go over our lineups. I got no AJ Brown today, but I got guys. I got Harrison, Adams. I got a few things for you guys. I'm gonna go down my hit list before everybody comes in here. Hold on. I gotta share this on Facebook. People. Sports talk. I'm just sharing this real quick. Wait till you hear what we're gonna tell you for our first bet. We got some good stuff. I got nuggets. I always got nuggets. I found something when I was looking at the mashed up. They got mashed up game tapes. I found the site. It's actually off DirecTV, and you can see the whole entire game, play to play to play. Like, after the play, it clips, next play. You literally see the whole game in 14 minutes. So I was watching some things with the Chargers. The Chargers are looking good. We got matchups this week. Now, the Chargers, the league's leading rusher in the NFL is Gus Edwards. So, I look, they carried 35 times last week. 35 times. And I'm waiting for Chris, but I have something to say with the pertaining to the Chargers. I'm just getting all my family in here. I can't believe my computer's down. I got to call the nerds. All right, it's time to call Chris because I found something. Before I speak to Chris, T. Rich's brother, congratulations, T. Rich. The wedding, awesome. I'll do a little monologue intro. Guys, it's been a tremendous 10, 11 days in our area. I moved down. I'm down in South Jersey now, kind of, and I'm from North Jersey, but I made a lot of great friends down here. A lot of great friends, and T. Rich, my buddy, was getting married. He got married Friday, so we had a great time at the wedding, and then it started a week before that. T. Rich, same guy, his brother C. Rich calls me the Wednesday before that, a little less than a week and a half before the wedding the other night. And he's like, hey, Nooch, don't say anything, but you're coming with us. What do you mean? What do you mean? Am I getting whacked? What do you mean? So he's like, no, you got to just come. Fucking, sorry. McGregor was over at the place by our town. I guess the people, they was promoting his liquor. We went over there. We saw McGregor. We chilled. Then went into the weekend, watched football, did our thing. Now the summer just wrapped. Today's the first day of fall, I believe. T Rich and Marissa just got married. It was an awesome time at the wedding. I was hitting cheeseburgers at the Shake Shack like it was my job at like 1 in the morning. I don't even tell you guys that. Oh man, I'm about 185 right now. I feel like Lou Ferrigno right now. Oh man. Let's go, Richardsons. I got to share this with a couple people. A couple people. Couple people. We like Gus Edwards today. We like Gus Edwards. I'm going to get into it myself. I'm a solo artist. I'm an only child. That's why I got this station, guys. I'm an only child. I grew up like I didn't when I went home, I didn't have like my brother and my sister and like all of them. I had me. Like I'm like it's different. Like people don't understand me sometimes. Like when you grew up as an only child, you do have the advantage later on in life. Like I'm a family orientated person. I'm a people person, but I'm also great on my own. Like I do things on my own all the time. Like that's normal. I'm a solo artist, baby. Uh, I'm waiting for C Rich because I'm going to tell you guys what I've been looking at. I watched the mashup games on the Direct TV, and they give the whole game every play. Long story short, I was watching the Chargers to see what I can get from them, and they play. I don't know if you guys know what 22 personnel is, but the Chargers play in 22 personnel a lot. That's two running backs, two tight ends. They're telling you, hey, we're gonna run. We don't care what you think about it. We're running. Hey, did we say we're running? Like when 22 personnel is what my freshman football team had on the field, like sometimes. And like, I'm not that old. I didn't grow up in 1940. But like when I was on the field and we had 22 personnel and I'm the quarterback, we got two running backs, two tight ends. I'm like, Jesus, coach, get out of the Stone Age. So the fact that an NFL team is running 22 personnel is eye opening to me. So Gus Edwards, where's Chris? See, you know what? He's gonna be calling me any minute. We got Gus Edwards bets. We got to check our bets. We're doing on this show. We do all the matchups and the sports book according to spreads. Then we go down same game parlays. There's a group of guys. I keep a list because I grew up in gambling. Like I did. I'm 45 years old now, but when I was 20, I was a bookie. So like I look at all this stuff. I try to follow trends. And when I look at the trends, there's a few things that I think we could take advantage of today. I got all kinds of stats. I'd like to know what you guys think about this stuff, the stuff that I got written down. The Cowboys defense. The Cowboys are playing Baltimore today. Now here's what I found. Dallas is a home underdog. Right there, we got to pause. I'm gonna hit you with everything I got because I got everything written out. I like to write. I'm old school. If I have it in my phone, I feel like I didn't really do it. I'm weird. What if you grew up in the 90s to 2000s, you would understand. Like I could get all the information ever in my phone, but like if I go to sleep, I feel like I don't have it. um, okay. So Dallas, watch this. Dallas gave up 92 points in the first two games. So they're a home dog. Oh, I got something pinging off my phone. What's going on here? All right. So Dallas, 92 points, first two games. They gave up 190 rushing yards last week to New Orleans. So you don't think Henry's going to run today? You got to believe Derrick Henry's going to run today. Here's the thing, though. We got to be careful. Dallas +1 at home. That's the first game that I'm looking at to put in a teaser. Like in a two-team teaser on the sports book, a two-team 6-point teaser, you get plus odds, +100. So I don't know who's going to win Baltimore Dallas, but if you give me 6 on top of the 1, I really like Dallas plus the 7 at home. How could you not take the Cowboys +7 at home? Right? Henry, 79 second half rushing yards last week. They drafted him, and they're trying to be cute and save their team, but now they're 0-2. So Baltimore's 0-2. When you're 0-2, you don't get to be cute anymore. Henry's going to carry 22 times today. If you have the NOOCH over under, Henry gets the ball 19.5 today. I would, if I had to walk plank with my hands tied, I'm on a cruise ship, and they're going to feed me to the sharks. I got to walk the plank. My life's on the line. Derrick Henry, 19 and a half carries. I'm saying over. And I guarantee you on the betting board, he's under that. Let's check it out. Where's Chris Richardson? Hey, Chris, what do I got you on the payroll for? Let's see. I'm curious to see if they have Derrick Henry rushing attempts. That's why I'm blown away by this stuff, because when I was 25 years old, the only time they had prop bets was Super Bowl Sunday. I was so happy. I'll never forget when New Orleans won the Super Bowl with Drew Brees. I was so happy because they had prop bets, and I bet 6 or 7 of them. That was my luckiest day of my life. They all hit. But I never hit like that again. But now they got prop bets every week. But we can expose them. I have them all pegged. Guys, I have a bet. I have a fool around bet. I just want to make you guys laugh. But you're not going to laugh when you see this. It's plus 10,000. Wait, I think it's plus 25,000. It's called a reverse teaser. I want to go over this very early. I like teasers. It's say like a 3-team teaser, 10 points. That's plus 100 odds. You add 10 points to your spread, whatever team you take, but all 3 got to hit. That's a 3-team teaser plus 100. Now, when you go under the teasers, you'll see the 3 teams. You'll see it'll be set at 6, but you could go left or right. So if you reverse it and you go -7, it takes 7 points off the spread that it is set at. Last week I did a 3-team teaser reverse -7. I won. I think 75. But I had like 100 and 150 in my account. So I wanted to keep $100. So I put 75 cents and 75 cents on a reverse teaser. The 75 cents on the one that I hit, reverse it. I had the Saints were plus 6.5 last week. I took that off. They were given a half. They beat Dallas. You get it? Anyway, my 76 cents paid $25. And then I hit another one, and I picked up a quick $50 off $1.50. So the reverse teasers, if we could catch 3 teams that we think we can make the point spread go the wrong way, 7, and cover, forget about it. Forget about it. You hit a lot. And that's what I call the scratch offs. That's what I got my guys on down here. I tell my guys, if you're ever looking to make bank, like if you need money, don't do it through gambling. You're crazy. My father taught me. I'm lucky. My father had me like a 35-year-old guy when I was about 6 years old. Like he taught me a lot like that. I knew at a young age. You can't gamble heavy all the time, betting on sports and win. Like, you don't do it for that. Like, load. I have responsible gaming commission on my FanDuel. I can only put a certain amount in, and it's better that way. Ready for this stat, boys? Vikings, Texans. Now, I just told. Now, here's what I want to get at. The odds makers. The odds makers, they have a rule of thumb for certain games, and then we go to the other game with the same personality, different rule of thumb. Dallas, home underdog. Okay, Dallas got beat by New Orleans, but Baltimore just got beat by the Raiders. To me, NOOCH Vegas, Dallas should not be home underdog today. So we have to put a 3-team teaser, a 3-team 10-point teaser. Give me Dallas plus 11. All 3 got to win. So right now, give me Dallas plus 11 at home. Dallas plus 11 at home. Baltimore goes on the road and blows out Dallas at Dallas. That's not how life works. That's not how it works. There he is. There he is. There's my MVP. Rookie of the year last year. Now you're a veteran. 2-year veteran.
Yes, sir. How we doing? How we doing, dude?
Good, good. Hey, I got so many nuggets down here, and I don't know if you were listening or not, but I wanted to tell you that. Now, I'm just going to say this one sentence, and then the floor is yours, brother. When you called me about 25 minutes ago and mentioned Gus Edwards, and we had our previous conversations about Gus Edwards, I wanted to tell you, but I saved it for the show. I was looking at the DirecTV mashups of the games, the whole game of the NFL, every single play, 14 minutes, 16 minutes, move on to the next game. You don't miss anything. And I noticed the Chargers were in 22 personnel on offense. Do you know what 22 personnel is?
Could not.
Okay, well, you're going to love this, C-Pup. 22 personnel. Now, you know, I played quarterback. Like, I had to know everybody's position, everything. So when I saw 22 personnel, that's two running backs and 2 tight ends in the formation. At the time they say hike. Hear that again, Chris. It's 2024. I know you know that because you're 20 years younger than me. It's 2024. 22 personnel, Chris. When I was a freshman in high school in 1994, and we used to go in 22 personnel once in a while, my father used to go, fire this jerk off. What's this coach doing? What's it, 1947? Like, the fact that the Chargers are in 22 personnel right now, they're telling you, like, hey, we're gonna run the ball. Hold on, let me sip my water. Did I tell you we're gonna run the ball? Hold on, here, hold this. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, we're gonna run the ball. Did I say that? Like that's how much of a statement 22 personnel is for the Chargers. So now, what do you have to piggyback off that?
All right. Well, first of all, I'm just gonna let you know, Gus Edwards. Inside of the 30, J.K. Dobbins.
And make sure you're talking as loud as possible because I got you on speaker.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So J.K. Dobbins,
okay,
inside of the 30-yard line, has only gotten 2 touches.
You know what? I was talking to Tyler about that too, and I thought that was interesting because, okay, now we got to stay in this conversation before we get to another team. Dobbins, J.K. Dobbins is leading the league in rushing right now. He's got 266 yards after 2 games. Now, we love Gus Edwards because Nate the Great, our own teammate in the JFFL, hit a parlay last year, plus 45,000. And the basis of it was Gus Edwards, 100 touchdowns. And Gus, we know if Dobbins only had 2 carries, wait, how many carries did he have inside the 30?
2 in 2 games. He's gotten 1 carry in each game inside of the 30.
So the guy at the goal line, if we're doing the math, is Gus Edwards.
Dude, and you're going to tell me that you're going to take a guy that's got 2 carries inside of the 30 at plus 140 when Gus Edwards sitting there at plus 250 and he's the goal line back? You're an idiot. Okay, so here's what he's saying, guys. Here's what Chris is saying. Dobbins has the best numbers in the league, and he's scoring. But if you look at how it happened, like, it's easy to see a box score. But if you looked at how it happened, he's never carried the ball inside the 30. That's why when that's why when the Chargers got Edwards and Dobbins from the Ravens, they got Edwards and Dobbins from the Ravens because Dobbins is the outside back. He just took it to the house. But as far as inside the 30-yard line, it's Gus Edwards. So now when we look at the lines today, this is when I'm going to talk like the MMA the people, like that MMA fraternity community that think we're all stupid. This is when I'm going to talk like them. The casual fan is going to think Dobbins is the touchdown guy, but Dobbins has hit grand slams. Grand slams don't happen every day. The guy is Gus Edwards, so he's plus 240 to have 1 touchdown? Yeah.
What?
Hit the score 2 is plus 2,200, dude. They get down at the 1-yard line, he gets the ball every time.
Hey, I got to stop the show for a second. I got 2 shout-outs to make, 3 shout-outs. First of all, good morning, Mom. You're in the building. Love you. We're going to get him in fantasy today. Thanks for coming in. Always support. Love you. Now, Mel, Carmelo's in the building. Mel, I didn't even hear from you yet because I know you go to bed early. You're a little older than me. I got the 40-ounce cup last night. Carmelo is a varsity and JV high school basketball coach for North Fort Myers High School in Florida.
and we're supporting the fundraiser right now. They're starting their season, and I got one of the cups last night. So we're gonna put Carmelo's website on today, and if anybody wants to get a cup and support to the program, this is like my brother. That's my boy. So we're gonna let you know all that information. Now, also at number 3, Michael Richardson, Little Rich. I didn't know you till lastly, but I love you just the same. We got the youngest Richardson back in college, on his way back, and I think he's in the car, I believe. He just got in here, and he's already hit me with questions, typically like a Richardson, thinking on point. I love it. Let's get the show going. Charbonnet or Eckler? You know what? Let me tell you something. Hey, Ma, tell him. This is Little Rich. You know T. Rich. My mother knows T. Rich well. And she met C. Rich. That's Little Rich. Don't get him confused with Little Richard. Little Rich. I call him Little Rich. That's my nickname for him because he's the youngest brother. You know what I'm saying? Ma, are you starting Eckler today? That's what we got to know. So I would have to say Eckler because Charbonnet's a nice player, but Eckler catches balls. If you catch 3 or 4 dump offs, you are more valuable than a dude that rushes for 79 yards and catches nothing. Just put Najee Harris in your mind. He'll carry 27 times today for 69 yards, give me nothing, and Eckler will catch 5 balls for 13 yards and have 3 carries for 20 and give you a 13.5. Hey, how you doing? Right, Chris?
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to go back to Eckler there.
All right, so Chris, give me what you are feeling. I want to know what you're feeling about Gus Edwards and the Chargers run game, how we see it, and what are you betting today?
All right, so I just so you know, I already beat the line with it. It already started moving.
Okay.
So Gus Edwards this morning, 25 rushing yards was minus 250.
Okay, so listen, we got to identify that real quick. I need to identify everything. So at the end of the morning, when it's about 12:30, that's when I do a little bit of me time because I got to get my own bets in. I have usually 10, 20 things circled. I mean, I'm not 10, 20 things written down, and then I circle however many I'm going to go in with. So I'm writing while I don't know if you're watching, but I'm writing. So what do you got, Chris?
All right, so to start it off, I started my ladder with Gus Edwards. I threw 25 on it to win 10.
What's his ladder at? Do you know? Can you tell me what his ladder is at?
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, man. You know what? I'm thinking today I might bet Gus Edwards' entire ladder. I might bet the ladder.
I already did. So 25 plus originally was minus 250. It has already jumped up to minus 425.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So for 40 yards, though, 40 yards, a guy that's getting 18 carries a game for 40 yards.
Oh, you mean Dobbins?
No, this is for Gus Edwards.
Wait, Gus Edwards got 18 carries last week?
18 carries, brother. Dobbins got 16.
Holy sugar! I'm trying not to curse for Carmelo because a couple of the program people might come in. Wow. Wait, Gus Edwards carried 18 times last week. No wonder they were in the 22 personnel. Dobbins carried 17 times. Gus Edwards carried more than Dobbins?
Yes, he did.
Maron. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we started off there, and then for 40 yards, it's a pick'em.
Wow, wait. The even money on Gus Edwards running yards ladder, the even money starts at 40? Okay, then we're going to go in on him.
40 yards, Nooch.
What is it, plus 100?
What?
What is it, plus 100 at 40?
Minus 110, so it's a
okay, same thing. Yeah, okay. Wow, Chris. Okay, give me the rest of the ladder so I can write it.
Yeah, 50 yards plus 155.
Oh, wow, okay.
60 yards plus 290.
290. I like that. I was hanging. My ears were up like a German Shepherd before you said 60 because that's realistically where we can really hit him hard on the bet. 25 yards we expect. 40 yards is the even money. I think he should get 40. Now, 40 and 60 is not a long way. That's a couple carries on a drive in the fourth quarter. So That's why I like plus 155 at 50 and plus 290 at 60. We're gonna go. So we're gonna take the Gus Edwards ladder all the way up to 60. I might. What's 70 yards? Just curious.
All right,
Just
so
curious.
I actually did sprinkle 70, 80,
Oh
and 90.
no! All right, so then I got to do it too. Hold on. I'm writing 80 and 90. Damn it, Chris. All right, talk to me.
70 plus is 500.
Oh, yeah. You know, how could I not go in on 78? Just the fact that you said Gus Edwards is plus 500 for 70 plus yards. You know I'm in on 80 and 90. Right there, hook, line, and sinker. I'm in.
All right, so 80 yards is plus 750.
80 yards is plus 750. Okay.
And then 90 is plus 1200.
Oh my goodness. Oh, if Gus Edwards get 90 yards, it's plus 1200.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm betting the whole ladder. We got to go back and forth real quick. Just stay paused with me, Chris. Joey's in. Joe, what's up, Joe Donahue? What do we think about the G-men covering today? Oh, Joe, I got you. I got you today, Joe. Chris, I'm a multitasker. They say I'm ADD. I think I'm multi-talented. Hold on. Stay paused, Chris. Don't let me forget what we were doing. Joe, you ready? I'm going to give you something. Cleveland got their doors blown off by Dallas week 1. Doors blown off. Cleveland barely beat Jacksonville last week. Oh, Jacksonville, what are they about? Their tight end and their best pass catcher, Evan Ingram, his leg blew off in warm-ups last week. He didn't even play. Their other running back, Tank Bigsby, got lit up, got his head knocked off on the kickoff, first play of the game. He didn't play. Cleveland barely beat Jacksonville. Now, ready for this nugget, Chris? You listening?
Oh, I'm listening.
This year, 2024, this is why my show is numero uno, the uno, baby. Teams that are 6-point underdogs, 6-point favorites or more, 0-8 against the spread this year. Let me say that again. Teams that are 6-point favorite or more, 0-8. 7-point favorite or more, 0-10. Not one team has covered. What does that mean? Parity. Everybody's either not there or really stinks. So do I think there's going to be a cover with the Cleveland Browns today? That's an inflated spread. Cleveland's got no business laying 6.5 to anybody. So forget what you feel about the Giants. Predetermined bias. Forget what you feel about the Giants if you don't like the Giants. See, I'm a Giant fan, but this is not with my heart. This is my betting head. That spread's too high. The Giants today, 2-team teaser, 6 points. 3-team teaser, 10 points. You put those puppies in everything. You put them in everything. The spread's too high to begin with. Now you put the 6 on the 6.5. You're getting 12.5 baseline for a 2-team teaser. Giants. Then you go, the Vikings are a home underdog today. Like there's weird games today. So I love the Giants today. I just wanted to answer John. I love the Giants today. I love the Giants. I might take a shot money line personally, but I like the Giants with that 6. It's a mismarked game. Cleveland, these odds makers got a lot of balls. If I could read in 5 minutes that teams that are giving 6 or more, if I could find it last night, just getting ready for the show today, if I could find it, the odds makers don't make it. The odds makers don't know it. So everybody hates the Giants and loves to bet against them. That's why they got Cleveland laying 6. Take the Giants today. All right, Chris, what do we got, kid?
Hey, Nooch, I know that this is obviously isn't until Monday night, but the amount of disrespect the Washington Redskins.
No topic is off limits. You're good. Go ahead, kid.
But the amount of disrespect that the Commanders getting is unbelievable.
You know what? I took Big Body Baker. I took Big Body Baker out this morning so far, and I'm putting Jaden Daniels in because I'm not afraid. Like I've made so many mistakes in my life on guys that actually emerged, and I've witnessed mistakes that I'm gonna be more patient this year than ever. I was in a fantasy league in 2015 where I want to say the F word so bad now, but I love Carmelo. I'm not gonna. Effing Carolina Panthers fan was in our league, and he dropped Cam Newton in week 7, and he won the MVP that year. I'm just saying that there'll be a guy with a stellar, tremendous season that has 2 to 3 very, very dead down weeks, and people don't want to drop him. People wanted to listen.
people wanted to trade St. Brown after week 1 in the leagues that like people I know around here. That's your guys' youth. That's your wisdom is not kicking in yet. Yeah, we got to be patient. You know what I'm saying, Chris?
Oh, for certain, bro. I'm holding on to guys.
Got to be patient.
A guy that this is a little bit more fancy advice than
Right.
anything else, but a guy that is probably available in about, I'd say, 75% of the leagues is the Cardinals' backup, Trey Benson.
Oh, the running back, Trey Benson. Yeah.
Dude, they took him in, I believe it was the second round. There's no way that they're not going to try and use this guy right away.
Trey Benson's a nice back. And let's talk about what seem to be quality teams that are home dogs today. Arizona's in that category, Chris. The league doesn't work like, oh, the team that did good last year is going to do it. Arizona is a +3 favorite today at home against Detroit. Now, I'm not saying they're going to beat Detroit, but if you give me 10 points on that, I like it. Like, if you give me 10 points on Arizona +3 at home, I'll take Arizona +13 as part of my 3-team teaser, and about 2 or 3 of them at least. I'm going to make 2 or 3 of them with Arizona in there. And I'm going to reverse tease them because I could easily see Arizona balling today. And like after 3 weeks, we're going to say, oh, Detroit's 1-2. They got to get going. Like, I'm going to reverse that 7, and I'm going to give 4 with Arizona in a 3-team reverse teaser, and I'm going to try to rob the bank, so to speak. But like just for like the theory of it, I'm going to do the Giants. I'm going to take the 7 points off the 6.5. I'm going to lay a 0.5 point with the Giants. I'm going to take the 3 that I'm getting with Arizona. I'm going to lay 4 with that. And I got to find another game that I could go reverse.
Take Washington money line, dude. It'll be Washington money line.
What do you think about Washington, Chris? You were telling me, and then I got that thought. So what do you think about Washington?
I just think that defense has not lost a step in years. They got rid of all the expensive guys. They still have young freaking stud pass rushers on that team. Jaden Daniels is going to run the ball around like a freaking madman.
He looks like you know what? He's going to be a player. If he's a rookie and he can produce like that and make plays, he's just got to get the feel. I think he's going to be a player.
He honestly,
he's going to be a player.
Dude, he reminds me of RG3, dude.
Yeah, but you know what? He reminds me or reminded me of RG3 as well. So here's what happened to me. I'm going to take you down my thought process. I liked RG3, but then he got hurt and he was a little flimsy very early. So I was like, damn, I hope that doesn't happen to Jaden Daniels. So I kind of looked him up. I didn't realize Jaden Daniels, his body is like lean. He's thin. So I thought he was the same as RG3, but RG3 was like 6'1.5". Jaden Daniels is like 6'4", and he's a little heavier. I think even though he's wiry, sometimes you could be wiry strong. I think Jaden Daniels might be a little more built to last than RG3 was. I'm hoping.
Also, I absolutely love the over in the Vikings versus Texans game. I think this game's going to be a complete and total shootout.
Okay, Chris, I want to know, my question to you is why, right? This is why this. I need you to finish my sentence. Out of all the close games that I've seen in these matchups, the only team that's a home favorite that's close, I'm wrong. So who'd you say you like?
I like the over in the Vikings versus Texans game.
Hey, that's another one. No, that goes in my category. Minnesota, undefeated. They're a home dog. There's about 3 or 4 very good teams that are home dogs today that don't make sense. Why is Minnesota a home dog against the Texans today? Why?
Nooch, I'm a Vikings fan, and I could tell you firsthand.
Is that the other team we put in the teaser?
I mean, all I know though, this is all I can tell you, Nooch, is what I know, and I know my cojones this morning told me we're winning this football game today.
You know what? The Vikings are good.
You know when you're a big fan of a team and you go, I don't know. That was me the past 2 weeks. This matchup is perfect for the Vikings.
Here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to tell Chris. Should we put these games in a group? Dallas, home underdog. I don't care that they lost last week. So did Baltimore. Baltimore got beat by the Raiders. Dallas is a home dog. When you're talking 3-team +10,
We put the 10 on Dallas. We get 11 at home. Stay with me here. Dallas is a home dog. Arizona. Now, here's where I got the stats, and they come in handy. Arizona leads the league in scoring. They're second. They got 94 points in 2 games. Oh, my goodness. Arizona, 34.5 points a game. They're +3 at home against Detroit. We put the 10 with Arizona. We're getting +13. Now, Minnesota, 2-0. They're home dogs against the Texans. So those are the 3 games that I want to pair together, put 10 points onto the spread, and take double-digit points at home with 3 teams that have had nothing but success the first 2 weeks.
Now, Nooch, now that you just said that like 7 or 10 point teaser, I think you could do it in that over in that game too, honestly. You could take Arizona +7, and then you could take over, 43.5.
Well, you know, Chris, if we could ever get 4 teams in there and reverse it or something, that's +10,000. I always do a couple a week of the +10,000 teaser. If you put 4 teams in a teaser and you reverse it as far as possible, $1 pays 100. So I put a couple in there all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Thomas, oh, hold on, let me get to Thomas. What's up, Thomas? How you doing, brother? Always good to see you in here. Do I need to start Worthy, Cooper, or Warren? Listen to this, Chris, because we're all a team in here. Worthy, Cooper, or Warren? RB. Oh, half PPR and half for the first down. Oh, man. Worthy, Cooper, or Warren? No, Warren. Harris is a little banged up, but it's too cloudy with Warren. Cooper should come back. But Worthy, I see an aerial assault in the Kansas City-Atlanta game. What about you, Chris?
I think that Worthy makes me a little nervous. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he's probably the most talented player out of that group.
Worthy's the most talented, but we don't know if he's consistent yet because we don't have enough time.
Exactly. And now Kelsey's 100% healthy this week. I feel like this week.
Oh, hey, first of all, I got 2 questions. Do you think Cooper's the safest play on that?
Yes, Cooper is definitely.
Okay, and
Actually,
right.
I don't know, though, because I think that Steelers versus Chargers game, we're going to see J.K. Dobbins with 50 rushing yards. We're going to see Gus Edwards with 50 rushing yards. We're going to see Najee Harris with 15 rushing yards. And we're going to see Warren with 50 rushing yards. I think there's like 300 rushing yards in that game.
Chris, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I have to tell you this parlay I got. I have it's $5 pays 643, and it's only 4 things. Can I tell it to you real quick? Patrick Mahomes for 250 passing yards. Travis Kelce 100-yard day. That's the catch. Travis Kelce 100. You ready? Can I keep going?
Of course you don't.
Juan Jennings 80+ yards receiving for the Niners. No Debo.
Yeah, very possible.
And Anthony Richardson, they lost last week to Green Bay. They shouldn't have, and they did not run him. When you have Anthony Richardson, you play him like Anthony Richardson, 60 yards rushing. It's only 4 pieces. $5 pays $643. It's plus, yeah, it's plus 12,000. I think that here's the thing. Here's what I wanted to tell you today. If we take a chance on Mahomes and Kelce, you could make a lot of money in the same game parlays because they took all the respect off of Kelce's odds. So if we ever take I have a question for you, Chris. Answer me truthfully. I'm gonna make a statement. Is it true or false? Travis Kelce's never gonna have a 90-yard day again this season. True or false?
No, that's not true.
Okay. So why aren't we ready when he does? I looked at the lines, and Travis Kelce for the ladder, like we always say, that guys, if you're just watching this for the first time, when we say you got to know the language. When we say the ladder, when you go into the guys, say receiving yards, Kelce, alternate receiving yards, they'll have his ladder. They'll have a number set for him at 25, 40, 50, 60, all the way to 100. And the odds are different at each increment. So when you can identify a guy that might have a big game, like today, Travis Kelce. Let's look at Kelce's ladder. I just signed in, Chris. I want you to tell me where the rational thinking comes in to start the ladder. You tell me good or bad. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. Ready? Same game parlay. Travis Kelce. Where's Kelce? Did he hurt himself? Oh. Wait, I'm looking.
I just got some news, though. I did just get some news that I feel like I should break on the show.
What do you got?
Jordan Love right now is warming up for Green Bay.
Yes. Jordan Love seems to be playing. So we're going to be good. We're going to be good with that. Hey, Travis Kelce ladder, 25 yards receiving is minus 450. It's not even. It's not even money yet. 40 yards minus 168. Okay, we're getting close. 50 yards plus 100. So it's not even a guess. It's an exact science. His number this week is 49.5 yards. I'm sure if I went, it would be 49.5 or 50.5. So I think Travis Kelce with no running back. I like Carson Steele. I think he could have a good game today. But I think the trio of Kansas City pass catchers today are going to get 40 looks. I'd be shocked if Mahomes doesn't throw 35 to 40 passes against Atlanta. It's on a turf carpet. Everybody's going to be flying. So I kind of like a lot of passing in that game.
For sure. But let me say one thing as well. As a guy that's watched Carson Steele a lot, dude, that guy is dirty. Let me say one thing.
Hey, you know what? I started Carson Steele in the NOOCH FL. I got the family league, and I'm looking, and I got Montgomery and Harris. And, you know, Najee Harris is so blah. He he's vanilla. He doesn't do any big runs. And, you know, I said, you know what? Fortune favors the bold. So, and with that league, I benched Najee, and I'm starting Carson Steele.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm starting Carson Steele. So we'll see. But, listen to this. Ready? Bo Nix, 88 dropbacks in the first two games. Denver's at Tampa Bay. Do you think Denver? Do you think that's a game that we should go blowout for reverse teaser? Even though Tampa Bay is laying 6.5, just put another 6 on it. Hope they win by 20.
They could. They really could.
Oh man.
Also, Carson Steele. I don't know if you saw his receptions number. Only 1.5. I mean, he got in college, obviously.
Hey, Chris, could I have a little information on Carson Steele that you were telling me the other day? Where, for those people who are picking up Carson Steele, I was reluctant to start him, but I grabbed him anyway. Where's Carson Steele from, and what did he do? Who is he?
All right, so Carson Steele, his first 2 years, he was at Ball State. The only reason I started watching this kid is because they had that Tuesday night match and stuff. It was
Right.
Football on Tuesday nights. And dude, I watched this kid 2 years ago before he transferred to UCLA. The following year, got drafted this year. But when he was at Ball State as a sophomore, dude, there was nobody in the country that could stop this guy. He's rushing. I think he rushed for 100 yards in 10 out of the 12 games that he played in.
Really?
He got 2 touchdowns in 8 out of the 12.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
You know what?
I mean,
Carson Steele, I watched a little bit of game tape on him, and I didn't know he was that good of a back. I'm kind of, and then I checked out his preseason. He had a few carries for a lot of yards. He ran well this preseason. Carson Steele has already produced.
Yeah, so in his college career, 3 years only. Dude,
We like Steele, Mel. Go ahead, Chris.
He gathers up 3,400 yards rushing, just rushing. And
Okay.
then he gathered up 30 touchdowns. Dude's got 30 touchdowns in 30 games.
Wow.
He has scored an average of a touchdown a game every single year.
Wow. You know what? That's what I like to know. Now that I've learned all this about Steele and so what he did in the preseason, I have more confidence starting him. There's a lot of stuff. I find so many cool facts that it actually alters the way I bet going forward. There's some cool records too today. Mahomes is going for the record for the most wins ever in the 100 starts, and he has to win. He's tied. Here's a trivia question for you. Mahomes is gracias. Mahomes is he's got 76 wins in 99 starts. Take a guess who's tied with him. He's got 76 in his first 100. Guess who's number one? If Mahomes wins today, he wins by 1. It's 2 guys, one from recent and one that I'll tell you. The one that I'm going to tell you is Roger Staubach. Now, that should give you a hint to the new one because Roger Staubach was the ultimate winner. The Cowboys always won. So, who always won before Mahomes? You can say it in 1 second. Say it.
Well, I mean,
who's the winningest quarterback ever before Mahomes?
Well, I'd say Tom Brady.
Yes. You see, Chris, that's why we're a good team. You understand my coaching. Good job. Tom Brady. So, Tom Brady, he's got 76 wins in 100 starts. Mahomes got 76 and 99 starts. So we're looking at that today. Oh, Cameron, what's his name? Steele? What's his first name? Steele? Carson Steele. I got his stats here. Preseason this year, 11 carries, 87 yards. How you doing? How you doing? Wow. I like that, Chris. I like that.
He's dangerous, dude. That's a dangerous running back.
Atlanta. Yeah.
The Falcons are a dangerous team. I wouldn't sleep on them, though.
Yeah, yo, there's a couple things like we need to like pay attention to. Ready for this? The Chargers defense this year, like I know nobody realizes this, number 1 in the league. Their points against 6.5. They give up 6.5 points a game. That's not even a touchdown. The Chargers D with Harbaugh. Harbaugh's a tough coach. Like that's gonna be a tough game today. Do you like the under in that game?
I already bet on that under.
I'm glad that I just reminded you because I remember you said that before and I got it written down. Now, here's another thing to produce the under. Here's a stat for you to make you feel more confident. Justin Herbert, under 200 yards passing. Not 300, 200 yards. 3 games in a row. Under 200. Herbert's on a cold streak for chunks of yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cody? Cody, no A.J. Brown today, baby. No A.J. Brown. Man, oh, you got A.J. Brown too, right, Chris?
Yeah.
I do too. I got him in Carmelo's league. I'm going Harrison, Devontae Adams, Olave, and I don't know. Hey, here's my first fantasy football start sit. I don't know if I'm going Najee Harris, right? Here, it's like no balls, right? Like, here's the category I got myself in. No guts at all, guts. If I go with no guts at all, my last flex is going to be Najee Harris. But if I have guts, it's going to be Juan Jennings. Because I looked up Juan Jennings' metrics at the next gen stats, all the advanced metrics, and his win ratio on his routes are like 3rd highest in the league. Now we're going to see what numbers do. According to the metrics, Juan Jennings is going to tear it up today on all the advanced stats. So what would you do? Would you go Juan Jennings or stay safe with Harris?
Juan Jennings. I'd probably go to Juan Jennings. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. That's why you can't, like, you know what? Like, I put up this stat. My point to the stat. Let me read this stat. I got into a fight on Instagram before. I told the guy, get off my page, punk. You know me. I don't hold back. I put something up because I don't like stats all the time as far as trying to make a case for a guy who's better. When it comes to a guy who's better, you got to go with your eyeballs and winning because the game on the inside always changes. I found the stat that made me laugh. And when I posted it, my point to the stat was you can't always go by stats. And people were attacking me on my page. What's your point, dummy? I'm like, listen, bro, don't make me put my tunnel vision on you. Ready? Baker Mayfield and Drew Brees, first 95 games of their career. You ready for this, Chris?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Baker Mayfield, 21,959 yards. Drew Brees, 22,200. Almost the same. Baker Mayfield, 145 touchdowns. Drew Brees, 142. Mayfield, 78 interceptions. Brees, 85. Mayfield, 89.4 passer rating. Brees, 88.5. Mayfield's record, 46 and 49. Brees, 49 and 46. They have the identical stats. And I lived in that time. I'm 45 years old. Like Drew Brees was a star. Like Mayfield's had a nice run just now, but he's not the player Drew Brees was yet, you know? So that's why stats are misleading. I just wanted to clarify that up in case anybody went on my Instagram and I cursed them out and now they're here looking for me to be a jerk. I just want to let them know I put the post up to show that stats can be misleading.
110%. You could do the eye test on those two and tell who's the better quarterback.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I have another problem today. Chris, I'm glad you're here. Fantasy football starts sit. I have Jaden Daniels, who, if you have cojones, you're going to start today. But I got Baker Mayfield. So I have Mayfield in there, but I think I just want to start Jaden Daniels. Like, they're playing the Bengals. It's going to be a war. And, if you run 5 times for 60 yards and then you have a normal passing game, you're going to have a 19. Like, if you're a quarterback who could run like that, I just think you're dangerous in fantasy. The ceiling's higher, too.
Yeah, and Nooch, here's the thing, too, you guys. Think about the pace of the game that the Broncos play. It's a very slow-paced game. Baker's not going to have the ball in his hand much. Yeah,
you're right. Tony, hey, COVID's in. Oh, Condis is in here. What's up, Tony C? I almost called him his nickname. Nooch. Let's see what we got. Myles Garrett sack minus 150. Oh, yeah. I like Myles Garrett sack. I'll tell you what. And I like a sack on the guy that's on the other side. Listen to this. Nooch Nugget. Chargers, #1 defense in the league. Giving up 6.5 a game. You got Bosa's brother. What's his name, Chris? Joey?
Joey.
But guess who's next to him, boys? Guess who's on the other side? Mac. Khalil Mack. Take a shot on him outside today. Take a shot on Mac. I just got a hunch. Nooch hunch. Oh.
You know, if you want to think about a guy for a sack, also, I mean, dude, all I'm gonna say is I'm not a fan of it, but Danielle Hunter is playing against the Vikings.
Oh, I'm gonna write that down. Danielle Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing. He was a long-time Viking. He's on the.
Oh, I just saw a bunch of guys that used to be on each other's team on the Texans and Vikings game. Is that what you were telling me about?
Yeah, we swapped pass rushers. We got Jonathan.
Okay, who's Danielle Hunter? Who's Danielle Hunter for everybody listening? Because I'm writing it down too.
Danielle Hunter has been top 5 in the sacks the past 3 years.
What teams he play on now?
He's now on the Texans.
Okay, Danielle Hunter, Texans. And we're going to take a little shot on him to get a sack?
Yeah, and if you want to be, here's what I put in, actually. I put in 20 to 175.
Tony C. All right, I'm listening.
Danielle Hunter and Jonathan Greenard, so this is actually a little funny thing that happened in free agency this year.
All right.
The Vikings signed Greenard, who used to be on the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I saw they swapped pass rushers.
Hunter, who used to be on the Vikings. So these guys just swapped teams. I guarantee you both of them are going to play their hearts out trying to prove something.
Wow. I like that. We're gonna remember these nuggets. I'm writing all this stuff down. Listen, we're gonna start going down the nuggets that everybody should know. I saved them for the top of the hour, but I want to tell you guys a couple things that I got. Like we talked about Juan Jennings for the Niners. Niners are playing the Rams. Just so everybody knows, Shanahan. Where is it? Where the hell's their record? Shanahan's 10-4 against McVay. Shanahan and McVay went 14 games against each other. Shanahan won 10 of them, and the Rams are banged up. Do we like the Niners to cover that 6.5, or you think that the rivalry can make it close?
I think the rivalry makes it close.
Now,
I think those are some games that you got to be careful.
We got to be careful.
Games at home.
Right. Brock Purdy's 8-0 against the NFC West. So I just want to put that in there. The Niners are 9-3 against the spread in division games, and the Rams give up a lot of points to wide receivers. So that's why I'm thinking Juan Jennings today in a same game parlay. I think we got to look at Juan Jennings' ladder because last week they gave up 29 fantasy points to Harrison, 150 yards, and the week before that the Rams defense gave up a monster game to Jameis Williams. What's his name? Jameson Williams from the Lions. The Rams defense has given up major yards. So we got to look at Juan Jennings today. I'm going to look at his ladder right now, Chris. We might have to do – what about – watch this. Watch this, Chris. I'm going to put together the first parlay that I'm putting in today. You ready? Travis Kelce, alternate receiving. I'm going to make a bet today. I'm making one bet that Travis Kelce is going to have a Kelce day. So I'm going to put him at 70 yards. At 70 yards, Kelce's plus 245. Chris, you're never if Travis Kelce has a normal game for him today that he's been doing his whole career, you're never going to get plus 245 at 70 yards again ever. So I'm doing it today for the value. So I'm going Kelce 70, and then watch this. Watch this, Chris. Kelce for 70 and Juan Jennings for 80. Should I go 70 or 80?
Whatever lines on it.
70 is the same as Kelce plus 240.
I would take 70.
Okay, so watch this. If I just do Kelce and Jennings, hold on, let me just get the other ones off the board. Kelce and Jennings. Oh, shit, I hit the wrong one. Okay, Jennings for 70. Let me get Kelce real quick again. I'll get him in 1 second. It's gonna be high. It's gonna be really high. I'm gonna throw $5 on it because I pepper the board. I bet too many things to bet heavy. So here we go. Kelce for 70 plus 245. So is Jennings. The bet goes off at plus 1,073. $5 pays $53.65. That's the first one of the day. Kelce for 70, Juan Jennings for 70. Guys, Deebo Samuel's out for the 49ers. Ayuk's been a little rusty. Is Kittle out too or no?
Kittle is also out.
George Kittle and Debo are out. Travis Kelce hasn't done anything all year. That's the first parlay. Juan Jennings, the receiver for the Niners, 70. Kelce, 70. They're both plus 240 at 70. In fact, I would bet them each separate because you don't want one of them to hit and you lose money for the day. Right, Chris?
Of course. Yo, dude, let me just give you a little tidbit before you go on.
Yeah. What do you got?
Your favorite bet. What's your favorite bet as of recently?
Oh man, my favorite bet. It's man, I don't know.
Quarter receiving yard.
My favorite style lately is the last two games we've been trying it. The Atlanta game the other night, first quarter yards. There's a ladder for first quarter yards, and the other night with the Jets, it actually hit because like they had Lazard and Mike Williams. If you bet 5, 10, 15, you hit 3 bets in a row if they make one 15-yard catch. What do you got now? You got did they have first quarter ladders, Chris?
I couldn't find the ladder, but guess what they put Juwan Jennings at? 5 yards, 4.5 yards.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
He used to catch one pass in the first quarter.
That's the one, Chris. That's the one. We're gonna do the Juan Jennings ladder. We're gonna do the one. Well, I'm gonna do his game ladder definitely, but I'm gonna check his first quarter. I gotta see this. Do they have it on FanDuel or no?
They only have the first quarter. I couldn't find the alternate yet.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, you know what? They might come out with it. Let me see. Juan Jennings. Let me see if they got the first drive. Yeah, if they have first quarter. Now, on the prime time, you know what, Chris? On the prime time game tonight, you're going to see first quarter alternate receiving for everybody. It's a great. Isn't tonight Houston, Minnesota, or no? Who's tonight?
No, tonight is Kansas City versus the.
No, that's the night game?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Are you sure?
Yes, Kansas City versus Falcons.
Oh, we're going to hammer. That's the game that's going to have the first quarter alternates. Listen, if Travis Kelce's at 40-something yards for the whole game, what's his first quarter going to be? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, they got it. They got it. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, Chris, Travis Kelce, first quarter receiving yards, 6.5. What if Fat Andy wants to get him involved right away and he catches 3 balls for 25 in the first drive? Oh, my God. Watch this, Chris. Ready? Travis Kelce, first quarter receiving. 5 yards minus 146. I'm betting it. 10 yards plus 130. 15 yards plus 205. 20 yards plus 320. 25 yards, 450. Yeah. So basically, if Kansas City has one drive and Kelce makes a couple catches, you win 3 or 4 bets in a row.
Also, a nice little sprinkle.
Yes, Thomas.
I know you love Juwan Jennings. He's at plus 500 to have the most receiving yards.
Don't you tell me that, Chris. Chris, I will fall right off this chair.
Yo, plus 500.
I got to see it. Wait, okay, guys, we have to do this. Guys, attention. Christopher, when I get serious, I call you guys by your full names. Christopher and I, we found something. It's called the ladder. You go increments of the guy. Now, first quarter, they have a Juan Jennings first quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, here we go. Juan Jennings is stepping in for Debo and Kittles. There are no other guys. If Brock Purdy can produce a drive, we can hit him for a lot of scuttle. Juan Jennings first. Okay, 5 yards receiving for Juan Jennings minus 114. Mind you, 130-yard catch. You hit all these bets. Listen, 10 yards plus 140. 15 yards plus 210. 20 yards plus 310. 25 yards plus 430. 30 yards plus 580. 35 yards plus 750. Juan Jennings ever catches a bomb. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight bets. Now, let's just pretend that we put $2 on Juan Jennings' entire ladder. I'm going to tell you what it'll pay, boys. Wait, why won't they let me do it? Oh, I got to do it straight bets. I can't do it. Okay. There we go. Let's see. $2 a bet. Scratch off money. So we do Juan Jennings' entire ladder for the first quarter, and we hope Brock Purdy gets the ball to him. Now, if we get lucky and get like 30 yards, the $2 a bet, we risked, how could it be $7? Oh, $7 for $14. to win $50. Okay, so it's $14 total, and the max that you can win is 15. I like that. I like betting the ladders. I like that. Wow, Chris, you know what? We gotta pay attention to these things. Now, also, I'm looking at this. Jacobs for the Packers, 100 yards twice, 32 carries last week. Tennessee, mistake prone. Tennessee Titans are mistake prone. Why are they favorite at home? Green Bay just beat the Colts. Can we put the 10 points on the 3 for Green Bay and take 13 or no? I think these games are mismarked. I think we can win the whole board today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is Tennessee a 3-point favorite? Hey, the Dallas Cowboys are home underdog, and they're playing a team that lost last week. But Tennessee's favorite against Green Bay? I don't know, man. What do you think?
Doesn't make much sense to me either, Nooch.
Hey, here, I got a game for you. Something's got to give. Carolina, worst team in the world, against the Raiders. Now, Carolina gave up 73 points. Their defense gave up 199 yards rushing per game. They're giving up 200 yards rushing per game. The Raiders are dead last in rushing. Which team is going to have the success here? I'm trying to figure out who to pick in all my games.
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
A game like this, it comes down to the defenses. You gotta
Yeah, that's going to be an ugly game. That's a red zone only game.
Oh, well, the only bet I have on that is Andy Dalton to throw an interception because that defense is good.
Which one? The Raider D?
The Raiders.
Yeah, you know what? And Andy Dalton, we got backup quarterbacks. What do you think the deal is with Miami Dolphins players moving forward? I looked up the stats for Skylar Thompson when he played for the Dolphins. I looked up Tyreek Hill and Waddle stats. Nothing. They've done nothing. Their lifetime stats with Thompson as a quarterback, very bad. Do you think they can produce these guys or what? Do we like Seattle as one of the teams we throw in for a teaser? I can't see Miami winning today. Can you?
I can.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Nooch, here's the thing. I understand where you're coming from. Oh, it's Tua. Oh, you know what I mean?
Right. No Tua.
But yeah, does it change the fact of the playmakers on that team?
No.
Did their 40 times randomly change?
I think Tom Brady should come back, and he's doing TB12 yoga. They got him all on probably HGH. I think Brady should come back and sling it in South Florida for the rest of the season. That'd be awesome.
You want to hear a little sneaky bet I put $5 on? Yes,
I do, because if you ever hit a sneaky bet and you didn't tell me, I'll be upset. I like to be in on these crazy ones.
$90. Who's the best receiving back in the NFL?
Kamara.
Guess what he is to lead that
Wait, I guessed it right away?
Yep.
All right.
Guess what he is to lead that game in receiving yards?
What?
Plus 1,700.
Oh my God, that's that's a good shot. Guys, when we take a shot, you don't expect to win. This is why we're taking little shots. Kamara to lead the game in receiving is plus 1,700. Now, we know it could be Olave or Shaheed. However, if Kamara catches 9 or 10 balls and has good receiving yards, he can easily lead the game in receiving. That's a nice point. That's a great point, Chris. Good job.
He catches one screen pass, takes it to the house for 70, and guess what? He's now leading.
Good job, Chris. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to write that down right now. Kamara receiving. I like that. I like that a lot. Hey, Oscar, I was just thinking about you, where you were. Where the hell are you, Oscar? Oscar's in the building. Hey, Oscar, do we have a chance in baseball, or are we dead to the water? Yo. Oh, so here, I'm going to run down I got a lot of nuggets listed that I want you to hear. Ready? The Cowboys are 1-5 versus Baltimore the last 6 games. So we know. Now here, watch this. Baltimore. Here's the thing. I don't think we should be off of Baltimore just yet. They're 0-2, right? Baltimore's first in the NFL in yards per game. Baltimore leads the NFL in yards. They got 417.5 yards a game. Now they're 14th in points. So what does that tell you? They haven't capitalized yet. But I still think Baltimore is going to be tough. What else do we have? Dallas has not lost 2 in a row at home since 2020. All right. Ravens second most receiving yards, 576. I did not know that. The Ravens receiving core has the second most in the league. Okay. Hey, here's the main stat. Forget about those BS stats. The Cowboys are 7-1 as home underdogs in their last 8 games. It's just what I was saying, Chris. How dare they put Dallas as a home underdog today? Like, I think we need to put at least the 6 on that. I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's going to be a good game. I mean, the one thing that I can tell you I expect, and we haven't seen it yet this year, is Lamar's going to be run.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The season's on the line. If you start 0-3, I think they said the percentage of making the playoffs is like about 8%.
Right, right. Hey, we got a
So
couple.
they know that.
Hey,
they know that, and they're going to put Lamar's body on the line to make sure they get this win.
Yeah, yeah. I got 2 things. I want to pivot real quick. I got 2 things I want to tell you guys. There's a couple revenge games that I think we should really look at. Maybe we might be able to win a couple dollars here. There's the Texans. Stephon Diggs always wants to produce against his old team. He's playing Minnesota. When Diggs played against Minnesota last time he was on Buffalo, 12 catches, 128 yards. I have a feeling C.J. Stroud's going to get Diggs the ball, so I just wanted to make that a mental note.
No, that was a good point. I actually completely forgot about that.
And I got another one for you. When I tell you guys this one, you're really – guys, hit that like button for me, please. Hit that like button, subscribe. I want to get the algorithms going. The other one, I want everybody to pay attention to this because it's not going to happen until tomorrow night, but I don't know if I'm going to be on or not. So everybody pay attention right now. Gabe Davis is a receiver on Jacksonville, right? He was on Buffalo. They don't have a lot of receivers or healthy guys. Evan Ingram's out. I think Gabe Davis is going to have a decent game. I looked at his numbers the first 2 games. He has not had a goose egg game. He had like 4 for 62, 3 for 57. 1 or 2 more catches, you're talking 6 for 100 and something. I think we got to look at Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs as 2 receivers playing their old teams that could do something. What do you think about that?
I like the idea of that. However, is Mark Ingram back this week, or is he taking another week?
Mark Ingram.
Not Mark Ingram. Oh my God, Evan Ingram.
Oh, Evan Ingram. Now I think it looks like he's gonna be out. I think he's gonna be out. They got the backup kid. I forgot his name, but it looks like the backup's going in.
Brendan Strange.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? The more I dive into these games, I feel like Caleb Williams. I looked up Caleb Williams' stats. He's playing at the Colts. The Colts play much better at home. He hasn't thrown a touchdown pass all season. Like the Bears running backs, they're averaging 1.6 yards per carry. So they can't pass and they can't run. The Colts are going to play defense today. I feel like Anthony Richardson and the Colts are going to take care of business today, and I think we got to do something with Anthony Richardson rushing yards because you can't have him on your team and not run. They got to use him.
Jordan Love is officially out.
Is he?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, Jordan Love is out. So that hey, Mom, if you're watching, Jordan Love is out. You better get Jordan Reed out of there. If I was you, I'm not telling you what to do, but I wouldn't start Jordan Reed anymore. You better check out who's over there. And my mom's in trouble because Waddle and Jefferson are her receivers. So Waddle, now that he's got Skylar Thompson, could fall off the map. We got to pay attention to that.
Yeah, don't worry about Justin Jefferson. He'll get 115 2 times today.
Yo, how and plus how about Minnesota, Chris? How about Sam Darnold? 2 touchdown passes in both games. Imagine that. He's already got multiple touchdown passes in consecutive games.
I just want to let you know, Nooch, that he is going to be in the talk for MVP by the end of the year.
Well, you know what? I like the makeup of their team. The Vikings got a good D. They blitz a lot. They get to the quarterback. However, C.J. Stroud has like 117 passer rating against the blitz, so that's why I'm interested to see that matchup. But what?
Also, I think both those quarterbacks completely smashed the numbers they're listed at.
Yeah, me too. They're under 270, right?
Dude, I mean, honestly, you want to hear a good stab? Sam Darnold for 300 is plus 400.
Whoa, I gotta write this, Chris. Chris, forgive me for slowing you up here. Sam Darnold for how many yards is what?
For 300. I know it's a big number.
That's okay.
But Justin Jefferson could get 150 on his own.
Sure.
plus 410, bro.
Okay. Where does his even money start at?
His number is set very low, 235.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I think I like that today. I like Sam Darnold straight over 235. I wonder what Daniel Jones is set at. You know what, guys? I don't think the Giants are going to get blown out today. I don't see Cleveland. Cleveland got dominated by the Cowboys, and they barely beat an injured Jacksonville team. And every team that's been 6-point favorite or higher this season is 0-7 against the spread. Why is Cleveland going to cover? Like, I know the Giants are bad, but we need to look at Cleveland. Let me see what Daniel Jones is passing. Do you think Daniel Jones will be under like 210?
Yeah.
No, really? I gotta go. You know what? He hasn't gone over 175 yet this year, but I don't think they're as bad, man. Oh my God, 175 minus 138, 200 yards plus 154. Oh, I gotta see what he's really listed at. Hold on, what is Jones listed at?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Nooch.
You know what? Yeah, but I'm too much of a Giants fan. I'm gonna have to chill out, right?
Yeah, I think that Browns defense is very, very good.
All right, I'm gonna stay away just because I don't want to bet with my heart too much. You know what I'm saying? But here, how about this? I got a team that I want to pivot to. The Cardinals. The Cardinals are playing Detroit today. Good game. The Cardinals are scoring 34.5 points a game. Montgomery, a lot of touches. What do you think about anytime touchdown scores in that game? Anybody you're looking at?
So in the Cardinals I feel like it's been a while since we've seen Mr. St. Juice in the end zone. I think it's time.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm trying to figure out. I'm circling all the things for the wrap up that I'm looking at. We got the Cardinals touchdown guys. I'm looking at Giant Neighbors, 18 targets last week. Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't trust that game though. That's an ugly game. But Bears, Colts, running back. The running backs with the Bears, nothing. I like the Colts today. I like the Colts. What do you think? What do you think about the running backs around the league? What do you think about Steelers running backs? Do you start any of them or no? Try to find another option.
I don't trust any of them. However, if I was using like an RB 1A 1B situation, I'd probably start Mazzy.
Yep. Me too. We got a couple. Hey, you know what? The Chargers. Herbert's got a high ankle sprain too. That game could be a slugfest. It's all going to the under. Now he's got one leg. That's the game you like the under, right, Chris?
Yep, I already bet the under in that game.
Wow. I'm starting to look at the spreads now.
There was no way in that game and the Giants game. There was just no way I could not bet that under.
Here's a game I cannot stop looking at. Tennessee is home favorite against Green Bay. Tennessee is dead last in turnovers. Dead last. Will Levis, turnover machine. Jacobs, the most featured back. Like, I feel like I might want to add that 10. I think. But I'm going to start to cook up a few parlays. And I got to look. Now we got to do some fantasy start sit. I'm going to do some what do you got going in fantasy, boys? Who are we looking at today? What are you looking at? I'll tell you what, I got issues right now. I got Anthony Richardson. Here's my first issue. I'm going to start it off, fantasy. Here's my issue. Oh, of course. Oh, do I rate them? What do you? Oh, yeah, I can tell you what I think about it. I don't pretend to be an expert though or anything like that. I know what I'm doing though. Like, I've been around this my whole life. So if you need to know anything, I'll be glad to help and give you my opinion. When I'm on here, I try to be like a team player, positive vibes, laugh a little bit, go over the things. But I'm wise enough to know that no one's an expert. You know what I'm saying? Right, Chris?
Oh, yeah, for sure, bro.
So here's my first question in fantasy. I have David Montgomery as a starting running back. I'm very happy with that. Now, for the first 2 weeks, I've had Najee Harris. I went receiver heavy in this league. But I have Montgomery and Harris, but I'm taking Harris out. I'm going to start Devin Singletary. You agree with that or disagree?
I agree with that.
I'm very weak in running backs.
Just so you know, Emrich just sent me a message from his car. He said he absolutely loves the Khalil Mack take. He thinks he's getting the sack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like Khalil Mack today, man. The Chargers, they got some defense, and with Bosa healthy next, and they're putting that pressure. We got to take a look at Khalil Mack today. What? Hey, you know what? I'm seeing some really disheartening news. Devin Singletary's in trade rumors. Can you believe that?
Devin Singletary?
Yeah, I'm reading his article on fantasy, and they're like, "Oh, if he does really good, the Giants could be sellers." Like, oh my goodness! Like, what happened to the Giants, man? Like, what? Like, if he does good, we're going to lose him? Oh man!
Dude, that's the issue with that, dude. They don't even want to hold on to the pieces they get. They're in such a rebuild mode that they're not even willing to hold on to rebuildable pieces.
I'm going to make a parlay right now, Chris. You ready? I'm going to give everyone a parlay right now. I'm going to call it the Forgotten Tight Ends parlay. Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews was coming on last week. I looked at the stats. Everybody had him like dead and buried after week 1. Mark Andrews caught 4 or 5 for 50-something. Remember that. Mark Andrews. Now, Chris, true or false? Dalton Kincaid's never going to have a 70-yard game this season. True or false?
False.
Of course. We've seen Dalton Kincaid tear it up already. He hasn't done anything yet. He's a great receiver, tight end for Buffalo. That's another guy. Now, Kelsey. Travis Kelsey's never going to have a Travis Kelsey game again. True or false?
False.
So those are the 3. Now, watch this. If we do Kelsey, watch these 3 guys at low yards. We can make nice money. Kelsey, alternate receiving yards. Where is he? Oh, they don't have alternate for Kelsey? They must. Oh, here we go. Okay, Kelsey for, should I do 50 or 60?
60. I give him a 60 piece.
Kelsey for 60. So that's in.
63, 64, and a touchdown.
Okay, Kelsey for 60. We're going to do Dalton Kincaid for 40 because that's plus 100. And we're going to do Mark Andrews for a 40 piece. Or should I take receptions for Andrews?
I would not. You know what? He really could catch. What's his reception number at 4?
Receiving yards, 40 yards. He's plus 102. Receptions. Let's see. Let's see what's better value. Mark Andrews receptions. He gets in the pluses at 5. At 4 receptions, he's still minus 130.
I would probably take 4 receptions at minus 130.
Okay.
That's very safe. I think he gets 6 to 7 targets, catches 4.
Okay. Gotcha.
Here's the issue: is he's probably around that. He's anywhere between like 32 yards and 56 yards.
Okay, so here's what I got. Travis Kelsey for 60 yards, Kincaid for 40, Andrews 4 catches. $10 pays $82.
Oh, that is excellent.
Let's go. Let's go. The tight end parlay. Guys, hit that like button. Like, subscribe. Okay, so the tight end parlay. Kelsey for 60 yards receiving, Kincaid for 40, Mark Andrews for 4 receptions. All right, that one's in. I actually got $7 on it. It pays $56.90. That's pretty good, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
$7 pays $56.90. Hey, Carmelo, what's your website? Give me your information. We're over an hour. I just want to give your information for anybody who wants to get a cup or anything. I got a 40-ounce cup for my protein shake. I'm putting it right on there for North Fort Myers High School. Good luck, guys. Okay, what else, Chris? Hey, let's cook up a few parlays before I get into the home stretch.
I actually have a fun little.
Let's do one that wins like $1 million, like Jennings for 100, Kelsey for 100. Let's see if we could jack one up and see how much $1 could pay us. Like, let's do a ridiculous one.
I'm down for that. Can I just give off this last parlay?
Yes. The floor is yours.
So, Caleb Williams, interception versus the Colts. That's a tough place to play at.
Caleb Williams, interception. I like that.
And Andy Dalton's making his first start in about a year against a very tough Vegas team. Give him an interception.
I'll roll the dice on that.
Okay. And then the very last leg is Dak Prescott. Always doing Dak Prescott things. He's throwing a pick too.
Oh, man. All right. Okay. I like that. That's like a fun little shot to take, you know? I like that. Oh, man. So real quick, I forgot to ask you. So I'm starting Juan Jennings in my flex over Najee Harris.
Yes.
Yo, can I tell you, I can cook up a parlay with 3 guys that would really be crazy. I found one. If we start with Juan Jennings, no Kittle, right? No Kittle, no Debo, right?
Yeah.
Juan Jennings for 100 yards is plus 710.
Okay.
Oh
Now,
my
Can
God.
I give you my sleeper to get?
All right, we're gonna go Juan Jennings, Kelsey, and your sleeper. Hold on, let me do Kelsey. Juan Jennings. We're gonna do one where, like, if it happens, we deserve to win. Okay, ready? Wait, hold on. I just gotta put Kelsey in as soon as I find him. Hold on, I'm getting so nervous. I'm so excited that I can't find him. Wait, they don't have him? Wait, hold. Oh, I got him. Kelsey, alternate receiving yards. We're gonna go a big one for Kelsey. We're gonna go 90. Okay. All right. Who's yours, Chris?
Okay. Well, now
I'm putting $1 on this. It's gonna be a three-piece nugget.
Who was a top 10 wideout last year that we haven't heard his name once this year?
Top 10 wideout. Have Tyreek Hill, maybe? No.
No.
Oh, Chase?
More of a low-key team. Maybe a team that T-Rex likes. What happened to Michael Pittman?
Oh, Michael Pittman. He's on a milk carton. He's missing.
He's missing in action.
Missing.
What, A-Rich is going to be running around today?
I'm surprised he's not playing for MIA.
He's going to find something over the top.
Okay, so should I look for? You want me to look for Pittman as a sleeper? They're gonna. How's his odds? Did they give him no respect, or they still got him like he's Jerry Rice?
Respect. His over/under is at 43 yards.
No. Oh, they got him all the way down. Oh my God, Michael Pittman for 100 yards is plus 880. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. $1. I'm doing it, Chris. I don't care. Here we go. It's a three-piece parlay. This is the shot of the day for the shot. Juan Jennings, 100 yards for the Niners. Kelsey, 90 yards. Pittman, 100 yards. $1 pays $507. That's the shot. Let's go. That's the scratch-off shot. Everybody goes and plays lotto. They go on the quick check. They play win for life. You like football? We're all in on this. If you're in the neighborhood picks, that's our shot for today. Jennings for the Niners, 100. Kelsey, 90. Pittman, 100. $1 pays $507. If those three things happen and everybody doesn't have $500 in their pocket, I'll be disappointed. Oh my goodness, Chris. Can you believe that one?
Dude, that's a wild one. I'm not going to lie. That's wild.
Woo, man. I got a crazy one from yesterday, too, with the Gabe Davis. I read that one, right?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's put one more of these crazy wacky ones in. Let's put one more $1.
Okay, all right. You lead the way on this one, and I'll follow along.
All right. I'll lead the path on
All
this
right.
one. So let's start with. Let me go through.
Jarrett put Zamir White 2 TDs. You know what, Jarrett? Somebody every week. It's always a different friend. Somebody catches the 2 TDs every week. I've been trying. I missed it. I'm gonna remember this. I might throw a couple shackles on the Zamir White. All right, go ahead, Chris.
All right. So, and then the last one is let's rock with. All right. So first leg, I'm gonna go with a runner here. Let's go with a running back here.
Okay.
Let's go with Josh Jacobs. Let's go with Josh Jacobs with Trevor Love out.
Okay, Josh Jacobs. Let's
go with Jacobs.
What? Rushing yards?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, right?
Let's rock Jacobs with a.
Yo, he's still plus 290 for 100 or 210 for 100 yards.
Yeah, let's take Jacobs for 100.
Okay, Jacobs for 100, which is like the staple of what he's doing. Okay, what else?
Let's go with what's another team that's gonna have to rely on the run? Let's go with A-Chain.
You know what, too? Also, yeah, I was just looking at Miami, Seattle. A-Chain. All right, A-Chain.
A-Chain for 100 plus 245.
Ooh, okay, A-Chain. We're rushing yards. The Dolphins got to run today. A-Chain for 100 plus 245. That's nice right there. $10 pays $96.
And then let's close this one off with the king himself, Mr. Henry for 100.
We all got to remember that one today. Baltimore can't afford to be cute, and we're gonna play this way so we don't make Henry unfresh. Like they're 0-2, and they're not giving him a lot of carries. Like he needs to run the rock today. I agree with you. We got to go Henry.
$1.50 wins you 60.
Oh, okay. I'm finding Henry right now. Okay, we're gonna go the 3 running back parlay. That's one. We're gonna go in. Let me find him. Rushing yards. Henry rushing yards. How many yards?
I rocked 100.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I'm gonna put $1 on it. $1 for me pays $40.95. All right, those are a fun couple scratch offs. Josh Jacobs 100, A-Chain 100, Henry 100. All right, I like that. Not bad.
Just so you know, Michael says he absolutely loved the first one we put in.
What was it? The Dobbins?
No, the Pittman for 100, Jawan for 100, and Kelsey for 90. He goes, you better put that in for me. I'm driving.
Okay. I like that. Right now, I'm gonna check right now for Jarrett. I just want to check for him what the odds would be on a White 2-touchdown performance, because I cannot ignore anyone anymore. Somebody's caught it each week. So let's just check. Let's check. I'm at the Raider game right now. Hopefully they have. Oh, here we go. To score 2 touchdowns, White plus 600. Jarrett. You know what? To win $10, it cost me $1.67. I put how much I want to win in, and the increment comes in from the AI. So I just put $1.67 on Zimmer White for 2 tutties, and it pays $10. Let's go, Jarrett. Let's go. Oh. Oh man. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't want to forget any of these. We got some good ones. I'm going over these bets here. Let's see how many lines move. Giants are 6.5 at Cleveland. We like teasers there. The Bears underdog. I don't like the Bears today at all. Vikings Texans is 1 o'clock. That's a good game. That's your team, right?
Yeah, that's my team, baby.
That's a tough one. Now Phillies at New Orleans. Philadelphia has the worst defense in the NFL right now, and New Orleans scored 94 points the first 2 games. What's going to happen in that game? I'm going down the line. What's going to happen in New Orleans, Philly today?
New Orleans, Philly.
I see offense. I don't see Philadelphia getting better.
I see a lot of offense, I can tell you that much. What's Derek Carr's number at? What's his passing number?
Oh, it's got to be high.
He only shut the front door.
Here we go. Oh, it's not high. It's not high at all. Carr 250 plus 104.
Nooch, the fact that they're giving us plus 200 at 275 yards is a little bit ridiculous. Honestly.
You're right. We're gonna go Carr. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a round robin to avoid not getting paid after I pick the. If you pick the majority of things right and you lose money that day, you got to figure out a different way to bet. Sometimes if you just do parlays and most of them hit, but one trips you up all the time, you lose. So what I do, I always go, like say I like 10, 12 things, I make it a round robin. They all hit each other. It goes in 2s, 3s, 4s. This way, if most of them win, you win. Or if they're underdogs, you get paid on the odds. So I definitely like the round robins these days, you know? So what do we like, Chris? We like Chargers. What did we have on the Chargers before? We like Gus Edwards yards, right?
We're all over Gus Edwards.
Gus Edwards yards, Kelsey yards, Kincaid a couple yards. What else? Darnold for 300 today or 250?
Yeah, well, I'm actually about to make a 270 parlay.
All right, so we like those 2 tight ends. We like Darnold for yards. We like Juan Jennings, the receiver for the Niners, for yards. Correct. Let's not miss anyone. We like Jennings. Do we like Chiefs passing today? Passing numbers for Chiefs. Try to manipulate that somehow. I don't know. It's tough, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to manipulate a lot. Like, what's big? Like, I think Baker's number is even a little high. I think Denver's D is kind of good.
Who hasn't gone over yet, really? Like, you know what? Okay. You know who's really cold? Amari Cooper, but I don't trust them. I really don't have trust in them. Cooper's cold. I don't know.
Do you think there's a chance Baker could really just torch Denver?
Yes. I think Baker could throw for 4 touchdowns today. Maybe what about Mike Evans? Maybe, but that's kind of like an obvious one.
So I just put $3 down to win 110, and it's Derek Carr for 275, Darnold for 275, and Baker for 275.
All right, all right. I'm fooling around with these. I'm looking at all the stats that need to pop up. I'm staying right now with my main pieces for the day. Just so everybody knows, my main pieces: Dobbins and those so far those the tight ends. Kelsey a little bit more yards than usual. I'm probably going to set Kelsey at 50 for the games that I need to win the round robin where I expect everyone to win. I'll probably set Kelsey up right in that 50 burger range, and Kincaid with 40. Jennings, Gabe Davis for Jacksonville. Even though it's tomorrow, he's going in the patience round robin. I don't know what else. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look.
I know Skylar Thompson's the quarterback and all, but don't we think Tyreek at plus 175 for a touchdown is a little disrespectful?
Yeah. I just wonder if they're going to score. Maybe they can't score at all. You know?
That's true. They might not.
I don't know. We're going to see. But I'm going to go down the fantasy rosters now, Chris. For the last 10 minutes, I'm going to go down fantasy start sits and stuff, and then I'm going to call you before the games. All right, brother?
All right, sounds good.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. I love when you come on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, we're at high noon right now. High noon, another couple more minutes, then we're going to get into our Sunday. It's going to be meatballs and macaroni and naps for me. All right, so here's what we got, boys. So far, teams where the mismarked lines. There's a couple teams that are home underdogs that don't belong to be home underdogs. Dallas is underdogs at home against Baltimore. Shouldn't be. So Baltimore is good, but if you throw 6 points on Dallas, teaser or 10, I would go with that. Minnesota is 2-0 and they're home underdogs. Texans got that much respect? That shouldn't be. So if you throw 10 points on Minnesota, when you're getting 11.5 with an undefeated team at home, you can't even be upset if you lose. That's the right thing to do as a bettor. So Minnesota and Dallas are going in my teasers. Cleveland, that's a mismarked line, guys. It has nothing to do with my personal feelings. Teams that are 6 points favor or more this year are 0-7 against the spread. Nobody covers. Cleveland 6.5 point favorite against the Giants. Cleveland got destroyed by Dallas, and they barely beat Jacksonville. If anybody does not deserve to lay 6.5, it's Cleveland. So that's the other team. You throw 6 on the Giants, 6.5, you're getting 12.5. Or if you throw 10 on it with the 3-team teaser, 16.5. What else are we looking at? We're gonna go fantasy for a second. I got start sit questions. I would recommend to Powerhouse Mama to get Jordan Reed out of there. I wouldn't start him anymore now that Love is out. Now in the JFFL, I got Montgomery and Singletary, and I got Najee. I'm benching Najee. Najee hasn't done anything wrong, and he's done exactly what I thought he would do for me. Why am I benching him? He's given me 9 and 9. He's carried 20 times and 18 times. He's given me 71 yards and 69 yards. That's exactly what I expected. But fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the bold, boys. So I'm going to go with Singletary. Now, we're going to talk fantasy personnel now, a lot of it. I'm going to go through all different guys, what I think about players. We'll get on that tip for a little while. Singletary, they're saying he's a trade candidate. Wow, that's really disheartening. He's got 26 carries for 132 yards and a touchdown so far. That's nice. 5.1 yards a carry. I got to start him over Najee, and I'm starting Montgomery. Montgomery gets 15, 16 touches a game. Dalton Kincaid, that's another guy. He's going to explode. He's going to explode. I know it's not till tomorrow, but that kid's done so much already. It's just a matter of time till he has a regular game, like a regular superstar game. So we're going to bet him. Gabe Davis. All right, what else do we got? Harrison Jr. I'm glad to see he came in last week. Kyler Murray. I need to see more. I need to see more of these teams. I don't know whether I should start Baker or Daniels. man. I want to start Jennings in my one league, but I got Olave and Harrison in my flex. I don't know if I could. But you know what, guys? I need extra time. I need extra time to get my stuff. I'm going to go down a few things with the lineups, and then I'm going to get out of here because I need extra time today. I'm discombobulated. All right, we're going to go down the line nice and slow, and then we're going to roll. Ready? Giants plus 6.5. That's mismarked. We're going to go Giants whatever way we could. We're adding points. The Bears stink. Caleb Williams stinks. Let's be honest. Caleb Williams stinks. Now, Richardson doesn't have it together yet, but guess what? He's 10 times the athlete that Williams is. Oh, Caleb Williams is just like Mahomes. Yeah, no, he's not. He stinks. Richardson, if they decide to let him run 14 times today, say, listen, we have to win today. We got to get this win. We're going to put the whole playbook out for Richardson. They'll win. So we like the Colts. We love the Colts today. Remember that one. Minnesota, home dog against the Texans. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. I think I like the Texans, but that could go either way. Philly plus 2.5. New Orleans. Philly looks terrible, but look at this. New Orleans is favorite against the Eagles. Look how things change in 2 weeks. Look how things change in 2 weeks. Chargers, best D in the league. Pittsburgh. You got Fields. You got the running backs that are banged up. That's going to be a low-scoring game. The over-under is 35.5. Denver stinks. They're playing Tampa Bay. One of these games, I'm trying to identify the stinker, the team that's going to win that doesn't make sense, but it's almost impossible. Tennessee leads the world in turnovers. They stink. They're 3-point favorite against the Packers. Why is Tennessee a 3-point favorite? Green Bay just won last week. The Raiders, 5.5-point favorite over Carolina. Carolina, worst team on earth. Dolphins hurt. No Tua. Seattle, gotta like Seattle, right? The Cardinals, Detroit, that's going to be the tricky game. That's going to be the tricky game. Who do you guys like today? Who do you like, O? Who do you like? Just a little water vape. Don't worry. 25 Miami. Miami? Oh, my God. You know what? You're like me with the Yankees. I bet the Yankees all year last year. You know where my money is? Short arms, deep pockets. That's why they call me baby arms. Oh, my God, Oscar. Come on, man. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're using your boost on Miami? Hey, why don't you use your boost? Let's use it together. Juan Jennings. Ready? Juan Jennings for 50. Kincaid. Ooh. I think I'm going to bet one shot, big one. Kincaid for 40. $40. What's that pay? $40 pays $1.48. I'm just playing around with things. Yeah, that one's going in. Jennings for 50, Kincaid for 40. $5 pays $18.60. Like that. Oh, I just got it, oh. I just got it. Yeah, we like a lot of these today. I'm going to wrap up so I can study. I want to study the board. Guys, hit that like. Good luck today. And you know what? I think I'm going to go back on. Even though I can't get covers, my computer's kind of down. I might go back on later for the live, but I'll be checking in with you guys, all right? Stay tuned. Give it a like, give it a share. I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy your Sunday.